Hi guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel and my podcast, because this episode is going to be aired on both platforms. For those of you that don't know already, my name is Lade Ajayi and I'm the host of the Grow with Lade podcast and Lade Ajayi YouTube channel. And today I have a guest, my very first guest. Well, my husband has been here, but she's my first guest on the podcast. And she's been my friend for 10 years, and she also has a podcast. She's a host of the Non-Immigrant student podcast. So I'll let Tolu introduce herself and, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Lade, for having me here.
I'm so excited.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Tolu Olukomi. I'm also known as the Non-Immigrant student because I moved to the US 3 years ago on a non-immigrant visa. I do also have a podcast where I share my experiences since I moved from Lagos, Nigeria to the US. I work for Google as a program manager in privacy, in devices and services org. What else do I do? I love painting, as you can see. What else are my hobbies? I cook, I clean.
She's a good cook.
I'm a podcaster. I like to watch TV. Yeah, that's me. And I'm a proud big sister to 4 sisters.
And all her friends.
Yes. No, I've told you, stop calling me mommy.
You're my mommy too.
Stop that. Ew, no. So that means I'm a grandma to Zane. That's what you're trying to say. Please, no. I'm too young for this. Thanking you.
Okay, let's leave that discussion for outside this.
We should actually share how we met. But
Tolu does. I've been a guest on her podcast before, and she does something where she shares how we met and stuff like that. So let's do that again.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Fine.
So, do you want to share?
I'll start my story.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think I don't actually remember how we met, but I know that we ended up being roommates for a long time.
For some time.
We're supposed to be 4, so we went to Covenant University. We both studied chemical engineering together. And I'm sure you already know what this podcast is about. And I'm such a proud fan and,
oh my gosh, I'm shy.
And client of Lade. She's a cosmetic scientist. I remember when she started making shampoo, she did a giveaway. And I can't remember what I did, but I know I shall won. And I'm sure, and I know I participated according to the rules. So it wasn't a joke. And I won the shampoo, and now she's into skincare and all that, so I'm very proud of her. But anyway, how we met is it was supposed to be 4 in a room. Our 4th roommate hadn't come, and I don't know why you ended up moving in, because I think you were on the upstairs floor.
I was downstairs. You were upstairs.
No, I was downstairs.
You were 100 level. I was on the first floor. You were on the second floor. You, Busayo, Sarah.
No, we were on C109.
Oh my
It's you that came and met us there.
A, this girl.
A. You see, the story is not adding up. Anyway, we ended up in our room, and that's how we were friends. And then she was this person who always challenged professors in class.
Oh my gosh.
Sir, no, that equation is not right. Sir, this is what Scott. What did reaction engineer? What's it? Fogler. Chemical reaction engineer said, no, Fogler did not say that. He did not die for this. This is how it should be. She used to challenge professors, and she would not come to class. It was always crazy. But look at her now. Now it all makes sense. She didn't know what
my parents listen to this. Don't say I did not come to class. I used to go to class.
She only used to come to class after she had finished in the library, and then she would not come and be challenging. And let me tell you, Lade was one of those people that used to say, I've not read anything. Oh my God, you guys, I have not read. Meanwhile, exam will come out. And then we're like, it's okay, let me not air this. So that's how I remember us meeting, and then we moved to the US together. She came in 2020, and then I came too, and then we've met up ever since. We stayed in touch, when she had her first baby. I couldn't come for her wedding, but now I know her husband, so that's all that matters. We're friends, yes. That's what I mean. But yeah, that's my story.
Yeah, okay, so I will take it back a little. We met because you went to Graceland.
Yes.
And I had gone for a math camp that I met Graceland guys, and they were very smart. Yeah. So when we met, I think it was in one GST class or something in the lecture theater. And you were with Graceland guys, and you were like, oh, you guys were talking about coming to Graceland. I overheard, I'm like, oh, you guys went to Graceland. I have friends from Graceland, that kind of thing.
Oh.
So that was how I started moving with you guys. You, Chinaza, Marega, all of you, Yona, all of that. So that's how I started moving with you guys.
So that was it.
We had mutual friends, that kind of thing. Yeah. And then I think I wasn't so close to my first roommates. So I used to come to your room a lot. Yeah. And then I realized that
you literally moved in.
When I realized that one person wasn't around, I'm like, you know what? I'll just move in with you guys. Yeah. So yeah, that's how we met. We're classmates and all, and now we've been friends for 10 years. Yeah. So, oh my gosh,
I'm an auntie, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys that have been following for a while on this YouTube channel know that this channel is basically focused on sharing about health and beauty. And my podcast also is sharing about my growth relating to like health and beauty. Things I'm learning, I'm sharing it with you guys as well. So that we can grow together, right? We can learn together. So that's the whole concept of my podcast and my YouTube channel. Tolu's podcast is about like the journey of the non-immigrant student in America. So today we're gonna have like a fusion of both podcasts where we'll be having like a thought-provoking discussion about like our health and general wellness since we moved to America as non-immigrant students. Because I also moved as a non-immigrant student. So we'll be talking about like changes to our overall like health and wellness since we moved here, things that we can notably say have changed over time, and our vision for 2024, and not only 2024, like vision for the years to come, what we see ourselves doing with respect to like our health and wellness. So are you ready to have that discussion?
I'm ready. I'm scared though, but I'm ready. Because Lade already dragged me small, but I'm ready.
Don't worry, no dragging today.
I'm ready.
Okay, so what do you think when we say health and wellness? What's your idea of what do you think health and wellness embodies?
I think that's come to mean more to me than growing up, because a lot of times the only health issues we had, at least for me, was malaria. Okay. Even when I came here, I found out that I had anemia, I might have low vitamin D, I had this and that, so it wasn't that much, it wasn't a big deal to me. I just was always trying not to have malaria, and closing the windows, closing the net. Mosquitoes. That was all health and wellness was to me. And then during the pandemic, of course, I noticed that online I began to see, because I was off. We didn't have phones in CU for a while. And then we used to do TMC. So that was sports. Where we jog once a semester. Yeah. And you have
a year? A semester.
Once a semester. And then you wear the shirt, and then we all jog till the end, and then sign that we jogged. Yeah, that was health. I have a cousin here that they give them Fitbits to count 10,000 steps a day. No, here in the US. Okay, and I found that very cool, actually. And that if you can't meet, some people will be shaking their watch.
Are you serious?
Until they get 10,000 steps. But anyway, that was what I knew as health and wellness. And then in 2019, I was off Instagram for a year because I was trying to write Nigerian, come here. Yeah. And 2020, when the pandemic hit, before I eventually left, I know that people started picking up a lot of these healthy habits. Yeah. Then people started talking about mental health. Yes. So that was when I began to understand, okay, there is such a thing as, begin to discover more what health and wellness was. And then I used to take Well Woman supplements. So basically that's all the history I have of health and wellness. Yeah. So
Yeah. So like since coming to America, your notion of what health and wellness, has it changed in any way? Do you know more? Do you
definitely definitely I think I know more, especially thanks to social media and thanks to your page. Go with Lade. Yeah,
I like that.
Period. Like, no, seriously. Like, I always tell you, when you post, if you repost something, I watch it, because it's like I know that you know what you're saying. Yeah. Even when I was trying to get a hair oil, I like a message like when she shares, these properties are bad, this is bad, counting calories. Although to be honest, I have to say, for me, it gets toxic when I have to like nitpick everything I eat. I'm like, you guys, I can't keep up. I really can't. And before I came to Nigeria, I was weighing 76 kg. I don't know what that is in pounds.
Came to America.
Before I came to America, sorry. And then now I'm about 95 kg, but no, only God can judge me, guys. Thanks. We still look cute.
This is the same thing.
Exactly. So I think that's about 215 pounds. Yeah. And then I remember trying, even during the pandemic, I would see myself gain this weight. But at home, I was always wearing jalamias, like long, big dresses. Yeah. Until I came here and I really realized that I'm actually putting on weight. And of course, you try to take measures to go to the gym, to hit the gym, to do the portion controls, to do the everything that you should do as a health. Check your calories, don't eat too much, like calorie intake. So I tried to do that. You've tried to adopt a healthier lifestyle since I've come to the US. Yeah. But it's not always like I've started eating my greens too. I didn't used to do that before. Even now, Lade asked me this morning if I had fruits in my fridge. I'm like, not really, but I have some frozen fruits for smoothies. Yeah. So I try, but sometimes it's beyond me. Like I was telling another friend this morning, I woke up and I saw Lade doing squats. I'm like, I turned the other way because I can't be pressured, not in my own house. You guys, like, by the way, she's visiting in New York.
I'm a guest in our house right now.
So I see her doing all this fitness. Even when you did a program for us to join you, I'm like, nobody can be my accountability partner, because if I say I'm not doing, I'm not doing.
Yeah.
Even if you ask why didn't you gym today, I can give you one answer. So it's tough. It's a love-hate relationship for me. I'd say health and wellness is a love-hate relationship for me.
So I feel like that comes also from the perspective of seeing health and wellness as just fitness. And that's one of the things we want to discuss today, because I see a lot of people, and even I myself, I've noticed that 2023 or since 2020, I focused so much on the physical health part of things, and a lot has been left behind, or I'm not focusing as much, because health and wellness is not just physical health. There's mental health, there's social health, there's financial health, there's spiritual health. So like, it's easy to just focus, because physical is the outward, what people will see and tell you, oh, you look beautiful, you look good, you look toned, you look fit. So it's very easy to focus on all of that, because that's what people would, see. But that's not what makes someone at peace with themselves or like happy. When you're in your own home, when no one is there, is it just the physical you notice?
That's funny though that you say that, because I would say I don't focus on physical. I tell myself my mental health is good right now. My work with God is good. I don't care what they say about me being fat, or anything. Because it goes way back. Also, I mean, I have a whole article dedicated to how I realized that I can't believe I was looking at my pictures before I moved and how skinny I was and how people then still called me fat, because I am big compared to my siblings, and because my family too is there. And I hated everyone so much that ever called me fat, because I'm like, now, yes, I can say I've put on me, but back then, like, I don't see how I was fat, So I would say I have neglected my physical health actually compared to every other thing. But I'm here to learn.
So do you think moving to America has affected any major, like all those aspects that I've talked about, like physical, spiritual, financial? Do you think moving to America has affected it positively or negatively? Which part do you think?
I don't know, man. I'll say I'm constantly learning and growing. So I don't know if it's positive or negative, but I'll try. So if you want to talk about it, I would say I'm fully becoming an adult. I became an adult in the US. I moved here at 24 now. We're 27. Back then we weren't making money like enough. I mean, I was, but I would actually no. My financial health in Nigeria for a 24-year-old was good because I have shared somewhat publicly that I got a land when I was in Nigeria. I saved money. You saved like 1 million. 1 million and got my first land. So I had that chronic. I must save, and I also living with my parents and things. My parents too are well to do, so it kind of shielded me a bit. And then for emotional health, it was bad in Nigeria. I have to say it. It was messed up. Conditions at home weren't always the best. Because I had a very strict dad. So that it was very tough with that. So I wouldn't say my emotional health was the best. Mental health, it wasn't even a thing for me. So I would not even say it was existent back then. Then physical health, non-existent. We jumped the bus, we come down. We had a treadmill at home though, but I only used it when someone tripped me. If maybe my family insulted me today and I look at you, your mates and this and this and that, you cannot even do this. And sometimes they would go around walking in the estate, but I never could bring myself to stand up. Like it was never a motivation. And even till today, it's still my biggest weakness and fear. And I have to keep telling myself that there's nothing wrong with me, that I can't just go into the gym like everyone else. I've tried. Lade, I bought Lululemon leggings. I said, okay, maybe if I wore something nice. I bought Air Max, Nike. There's nothing I paid for a gym instructor $3,000. I had a personal coach last year. I'm still the same weight. But I've been putting in effort. Like I even signed up for another program again. I said, I went to Trader Joe's, I bought veggies so that I can be fry, I can be doing stir fry. I started eating salmon, I've eaten avocado. I'm such a picky eater. I've done so much, but I've still not been able to achieve that discipline. And now it has become a prayer point. Then with other health, physical, financial, spiritual health, I would say it was definitely better in Nigeria. But I remember when I moved in 2021, I have this testimony of never opening my Bible.
In 2021?
Never. Because I was struggling in school. I hated the fact that, I think I had just come to terms with the fact that I was in a different place and it was so tough. And then school never even allowed me the chance to really, I mean, I was still going to church. I was still I felt like because the foundation was good, God kept me. Lade, God kept my sisters and brothers. God is a good
Hallelujah,
God.
somebody.
God, and even when I did not open that Bible, things still happened well for me. My needs were still met. You know how we all think that if you're not in a good relationship with God, then that's when you face trials and tribulations, but not necessarily. But then come 2022, the year of our Lord Jesus Christ, God planted my feet on solid ground.
My God.
Hey! God! Okay. I'm actually not exaggerating, though. Because you know the way some people, the devil knows people's weaknesses. There are certain things I feel like I might not be easily tripped up by drugs or weed or alcohol, but like your mind. Yeah. There's a time I almost started preaching people that I'm pro-choice, I'm not pro-life. I believe, Jesus, I beg. But then I came back to the word. Someone said the word.
The word, sister.
And I found CCI. And then I started praying more. I would say I'm in a much better place now. I used to be a spiritual CU, and all that. But I'm still a Jesus, I'm still a good girl. Yeah. But now I'm finding my feet again. I'm learning to actually wait on God, draw close to Him, find Him for who He is, not just the things He can give me. And so now my spiritual.
I like that you said that, finding Him for who He is and not what He can give you, because I feel like my relationship with God has actually become better since I came to America.
Oh, really?
Yes. When I was younger, born in the church, the foundation is here.
Yeah, you were a strong Catholic. I remember when I talked to you about angels and demons in school, that book had the most power for me. I said, okay.
Your parents will take you to church. The foundation was there, so it wasn't almost like you were doing it yourself. The relationship was setting for you by your parents and the schools we went to. I went to a Catholic secondary school, and then I went to Covenant. So it was almost like, even when I got to Covenant was when I started getting like, you know what, this is getting too much. Yeah, this is getting too much. I need some breathing space.
She was a lot.
But then after moving here, and for a very short period, I would say depressed. I struggled with like mental health issues that was 2020 to 2021, like the end of 2020 to 2021. It was really tough for me mentally. But then that was when I now started finding that my relationship with God is not based on, because then, you will pray for things, say, God, do this for me, and God will not do it. Yeah. And I'm like, wait, God, what is going on? I'm praying. This is the foundation they set for me, that once you pray, you get this. It wasn't that way. So I said, you know what, let's reevaluate this relationship. Yeah. Is it a give and take relationship and then I learned when I got pregnant and I was all alone, and I realized that, you know what, this relationship is not a thing of give and take, because I prayed to God. I made vision board that God, this is what I want for 2022. Exactly. Yeah. And then everything just went upside down. So it's like God is telling me that you are not in charge there. I'm in charge. So you're going to be my disciple, whether you like it or not. So my relationship with God sort of like now changed from forcing myself to, you must read your Bible. If you don't read your Bible, you're a sinner. I know that it is a thing of, I'm following His guidance. I'm following Him. I'm at every point telling myself that I'm doing my best.
Yeah, I had to lose myself to find God. Like to let go of the idea of who I thought I was. In fact, it's still a journey. I'm like, this is who I want to be. I want to be this, I want to be this. But I have to let go of it to be like, okay, who do you actually want to be? And then in that season, I felt more pruned, more submitted. Yeah. And I believe that's what our work, is mostly about.
Yes. Yeah. So spiritual health, I feel like since I moved to America, has now evolved. Yeah. It's better than when I was in Nigeria.
I can say the same.
Yeah. Physical health has also, for me, is a lot better. All my life, since when I was younger, I've always loved sports. Like in primary school then, I was on the bigger side, fat, but whenever they are doing track and field, I would still be the one to say I want to run. And I was in greenhouse then. Greenhouse used to come last every time, because it's always the fat people they will put to run.
The yellow house has come last.
Exactly. I was one of the fat people, but I would still be in front of that run that I must run the run, and I will be last position, and I will still be happy with myself.
These are the issues, because it was when I was in primary 2. The first time I did there's this thing you jump over. I don't know the name. When you jump.
High jump.
No, not even high jump. They will
long
put
jump.
Things. Maybe it is. I don't know. They are called things you just jump
hurdles.
Over. Thank you. Hurdles. And I used to come last from 2. And then I heard one teacher say, look at that girl, that she would, instead of her to jump high, she would just be there rolling her bum bum. After I heard that, consciousness, like I didn't have before as an 8-year-old girl, just came over. And I just always assumed that I was too big. It was weighing me down. That's why I could not move fast. That's why I could not run. They would not be putting me in tug of war. Me, that my upper body is small. What? Like, they just, so it has, so I feel like I've also not really come out of that.
You've not dealt with that trauma?
I think I have, but it's just like,
there's just accepted and decided that, okay, this is
like, there's nothing much I can do. I'm trying. Now, they said that she too have it well. They said I should take walks. I bought Apple Watch. I'm never wearing it so that I can be, when I take walks, I can tell myself I'm counting. I'm losing calories, but like, maybe I should focus on physical health. I've tried. I definitely want to look better. I want to buy more. I want to buy nicer clothes. Yeah. Okay, I shouldn't say that. That's toxic. To say that I have to buy to look better. No, there's also a school of thought that just wear clothes that fit you. And I tell myself.
Yeah, that's the part I'm going to get to. We'll get to that part. Okay, social health. Do you think your social health has become...
This first time I'm hearing of social health. But
do you think that your relationship with people, your social relationships is healthy? Do you think that your friendships, your social relations, do you go out? Do you think it's healthy? Do you think you're at a point that you're at peace with how things are with your relationships with people, socially, and...
Yes, like I've always had a lot of friends growing up. I've always been that people person. So I've always had that. And I've said if I had to do any learning on how to relate to people, I did it much more in CU. I've learned how to talk to people better. I've learned to be more available. These are things that people would complain about me, even in my romantic relationship before too. That I wasn't always available, you know. But I would say I've come a long way. If anything, I'm only learning not to spread myself too thin. Like, because there's so many people you have to attend to, checking on people. But sometimes it also gets toxic. Sometimes I'm always like, I'm not messaging anybody. Nobody is also messaging to check after me. Why am I the only one? You know, and everybody has already tagged me as that friend. And then, of course, I become angry. No, I'm just like, if this who God has chosen me to be, I will be that person to my other friends. The person that looks and checks on them. So, although I also have to be careful that it's not a people-pleasing thing. Because that's what people say. But I'm like, I'm not a people-pleaser. Like, if I don't like something, people know too that I would tell you, you know. So, I don't know. But I would say my social health is good. I mean, there are a few friendships that I could do better on, old friendships. But if them two, they're not pulling their weight, why am I pressed?
For me, I think my social health is one part of my life that I struggle with a lot. Because I feel like I'm in between. Am I an introvert? Am I an extrovert? I don't even know.
Please, let's lose that label. It's toxic. I hate when people are like, oh, I think I'm an introvert. Please.
But the thing is, I actually don't really know. Because I'm like, sometimes my social battery is just so low. I might even be the one to ginger that I want to go out. And then I get there, I'm just like, you know what? I'm not interested.
Inside. And you don't think you're depressed?
No. I'm not. I know I've been depressed before, so I know what depression is. So I'm not. It's just my social battery is just, I'm just uninterested. Like,
or maybe you don't like people.
That's the thing. I feel like I like people, but then when I'm in the presence of people, I'm almost like, I just want to go back into my room.
Maybe that kind of thing. Getting older. I've had
maybe I'm just getting older. I also struggle. There's one thing Edward my husband complains about a lot, and that's like my calls and my messaging and everything. I'm terrible with it. Like,
you respond to me years later, but it's okay.
It's not like, and the funny thing is, one person, like, imagine I do it to somebody and the person feels like, oh, she doesn't just like me, and it's just like, I wish it was just a you problem. It's a me problem. I don't know how to keep up. I don't know how to, like.
But you're a mom too. You should cut yourself some slack.
I don't think it's just being a mom, because there are other moms that Edward is a dad too. Do you get?
That's true.
So it's not just being a mom. It's a thing of, I open my phone and then it's a mental thing where I for example, imagine you have 10 messages and you just decide not to open it because you're like, I don't want to.
Like interacting.
I don't feel like interacting right now. I don't have the social energy to actually reply this person. And then the process of that, the way messages
Why do you need
work,
social energy? I feel like you have to sound happier, right?
I honestly don't know. That's the point I'm still trying to get to. I don't understand why. Sometimes I overthink it. I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to reply this person now?
Are they strangers, by the way?
No, even friends. Even, like, for example, even my husband. So imagine he messages me. I'm in the middle of something. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to reply right now. I'll reply later. And that later means that he's like procrastinating. I have that issue a lot. So he's like, I will then forget. And then other messages will pile on top of that one. And then it will now go down the list that you won't even remember that person messaged you until like weeks after. Maybe I now need to ask the person for something. I want to open that person's message and I'm like, oh my God. Now you can't even now ask for what you want to ask because you have to first reply the person's old messages. It's just a very terrible, unhealthy place that I'm at. And I'm trying so hard. Okay, right now I won't say I'm trying so hard. I'm hoping that in 2024 I will be able to try better. Okay. Social health aside, now let's talk about financial health. Do you think since you moved to America? Now, I want you to look at it from the perspective, not from the perspective of the fact that you're richer. Okay. Because yes, we both have jobs now. Our financial status has changed. But your financial health, your financial health is not based on how much money you have. How are you managing money? Is it different? All that stuff. Do you think your financial health is better now or is worse?
I think it's better. I think it's the same because I've had that habit before.
Okay.
Although I think the only bad money I have is if I want it, I get it. That's the only bad money habit. But
because you have the money for it now.
Yeah, and I've always been like that. So as a child,
okay.
If I want it, I still get it.
Yeah.
But I make room for it. Like I save for it.
Yeah.
I don't really have the spirit of delayed gratification. I think that's my only issue. But I can. But also because I know the money is there. And even when money is not there too, you still see me that when I get money, I still want to buy it instead of like waiting for a better time. So I think that's the only bad money I have. But I'll say I still save.
But is that different from when you were in Nigeria or since you moved as a student here?
No, since I was in Nigeria actually, because I started saving during Sideways. When you worked at Chevron, I worked at Total. I started making money then, and I used to save a lot. That was when I first started saving. I had 10% for tithe, 20% for savings, 70% for feeding or something, or for use. But over the years, I've kind of increased it. I've had to give more. Yeah. So I still follow the budgeting system. Yeah. What else has changed my financial? And now we save for retirement. Yeah. So that has been different. I make lists. I have a money book. I have a money book every year. Yeah. Even this morning I got paid, so I need to go into that money book and organize myself. So I'd say it has stayed consistent. Consistent. Okay. Yeah.
I think for me, I was pretty good I think Pearl was the one that taught me to shout out to you, Pearl. Taught me how to budget. I think I was in 300 level or something. So I was good with budgeting from then, saving. I used to save then. But since, I think it's not even moving to America that has changed because moving to America, I learned to even be more strict because I was then earning how much as a student. Yeah. I was like, you have to be strict. But since I've gotten married, Holy Ghost.
Oh my God.
Marriage is where two people of two different backgrounds and two different mentalities come together, right? My husband, that delayed gratification that you have.
That I don't have.
Or delayed gratification that you don't have. He doesn't have it. And so it's almost like as he wants it, he does not care what is going to happen. We are going to get it. I'm just like, Chuki, please wait. Let's think about it this way. It's like, we're all going to die. The money is going to end. So what are we saving?
I do also believe money comes.
Money is going to come. Next paycheck, we'll get money. So I'm just like, so it's always biting my body. Yeah. So I wouldn't say my financial this is unhealthy now. It's just I'm in a new era that I'm now trying to learn because now two people managing money together. I'm
plus a baby, plus a child. To daycare.
So the responsibilities have changed, and managing money has changed because now you have to think of your goals as a family. You want to buy a house. You want to get all those little things. So now goals have come into and both of you have to think together. Yeah. And one person has a different mentality. One person has, so my financial health is shaky. One leg is up, one leg is down. I don't know. So actually, 2024, I don't even think we're going to work on it because let's say 2025. I'm at a point where I'm like, you know what? Let's focus on all other parts of our relationship. Yeah. That financial will deal with it.
Do you know, I even tried to get a bank manager. Now in Tolu fashion, I say, let me, all the people that come in, they have investment manager. They don't have 2 years. Let me go and find out. I went to go and sign up. I was like, what does it take to get personal funds manager? And they're like, you need to have at least 50K in your current account, not even savings. So okay, what does it take to get there? With my voice breaking. And then I was like, you need to save this amount. And I said, okay, no problem. I'll check back with you in about 2 years. About 2 years. Because at first I was like, I'm even tired. Because I need to know how to really multiply this money. I follow so many financial information, the Rich BFF, and I watch a lot of all these things, how to get rich, all these podcasts on how to do my money the right way. And I think I'm almost getting there. I can't do past what I have. That's just the
exactly that's the issue.
And I realized that
you're limited by what you have.
You almost think that, hey, maybe I'm not doing the right thing. But I keep hearing the same information. Exactly.
They have more
and now I believe that I'm doing the right way. My 401k is going somewhere. There's a personal high yield savings account going somewhere. There's an emergency savings, but that 6 months people said we're getting there. Yeah. So every single advice I've taken, I've tried to put it into practice, and I think it's okay. Of course, there are times I would be owing on my credit card. There are times where I might not be able to save in a month. There are times where I might not be able to have a giving budget. There are times that I'll definitely sleep. But for the most part, the parts that I need to be taken care of are taken care of.
Yeah, so that's the most important. That's my this thing as well. I'm paying my bills. I have the major things settled out. Zane is going to daycare. We're eating daily. We are okay. We are helping family here and there. It's okay. Yeah. when we move to the stage of we now want to buy a house, maybe after 2024, when we're now thinking of maybe we'll not start being serious.
For house, I've dated that dream.
For now. Do you know the funny part? I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about this, but I don't know that we'll be going on Zillow and all this home, this thing, we'll be checking house and we'll just tell ourselves, do we even have, we don't even have a savings budget for house yet.
You have to move my faith.
Well, even this morning, I saw a video on Instagram about like people going to check out houses. Yeah. They don't have money yet. They're just going to. I'm like, we should start doing that. Your down payment will look like. We should start doing that. We don't have any budget for home right now. Anyways, that's aside. So financial health, mine is just it's not better. It's shaky now. I don't even know if it's unhealthy, but it's shaky. Then I think that is all. So do you have any vision for your wellness and health for 2024 and beyond?
I'm glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. I'm still on the journey of wanting to try to lose weight. And please, I don't want to say this to anyone who's on plus size. Like me, I am. I don't really think you're plus size. Maybe just. I don't know. Not really. So you see this painting. This painting, I call it sexy. There's a time in my life, my classmates call me mom tools, mama tools. Same way Lade is trying to call me mommy and I'm refusing because I used to have mother is from nurturing.
You still do. It's not from. You are very nurturing.
That's your goddamn business. I want to be sexy.
Okay. You can be sexy and still be our mommy.
Why didn't we even talk about dating health? What health we call that? Romantic health.
It was on us. Okay, romantic health.
Let's take a hot meal.
Yeah, let's talk about that before we move into 2024.
What did I say?
Yeah, we should
say that this sexy. This lady, I got this painting in particular to paint for myself because I'm like, I miss having neck bones. Before I used to be so skinny up.
I used to love how you body shape.
Yes, I had a very thin waist, and all that. So I saw and I was like, I would like to look like this again when my hands are less skinny, and all that. So this is my vision board.
For your look.
But now, not because I'm entirely not satisfied with how I look. There's sometimes I wear nice clothes. I'm like, I could... there's actually nothing wrong with this silhouette right now. Because it's just you trying to go back to
you
how
have
you
a good
before.
frame also because your upper body, I think I like that. Okay. Your upper body is smaller than your lower body. So that still gives you that.
When public, thank you. Okay. But thanks. Thank you. But I still miss the part of me that misses my old self. Now, if you're someone who has always been on the plus side and trying to lose it, then that's a different ball game, right? I'm the one who's trying to say that I miss looking a certain way. And if I can never get there, I'm just going to have to figure out clothes that fit this body instead of trying to go back to that old self, But at the same time, so that's why even if I can't attain the physical health I want to, I try to obtain it with food.
Not physical
looks, sorry. I try to watch my meal, try to eat cleaner, try to take my carrot juice, let the skin glow. The one I can do, I will do.
Yeah.
But I'll still say that I still have the vision. I signed up for another Lisa Marie Fit class where they send meal. I know I put it there. Where their meal plans, they also teach their video workouts. So I still want to try. Also because it's going to be a win-win. I'm also going to learn discipline. Now when people say they wake up at 5, 6, she has an alarm for 5:30. I can't relate. I wake up at 7. I'm like, why? Although I had to start waking up earlier to pray, but I'm like, that's what I'm telling myself. Like, I'm like, I'm waking up to pray. I don't have to. My mates are waking up to go to the gym. Who's better? Jesus. Tell me.
Me.
Tell me who's really better.
Well, your mates are going to the gym are praying before they go to the gym. Do you know that?
Prayer. And what does Bible's bodily health? What does the scripture say? Something about what is spiritual. Bodily. Paul said something about bodily. Taking care of your body as your spiritual health. I can't remember, but anyway. but whatever it is, I would say that's still my goal, to keep trying to be active, to stay active, and that was a win for me this year. Now I know how to take 30 minutes. So before, if it was more than 5 minutes, I'm not working. More than 10 minutes.
I remember that time that you came to, was it to visit? When we did the first podcast, remember?
In Manhattan.
In Manhattan, when you first came from Ithaca to visit, that you were like, how are we walking?
Yes. I'm like, why? Why are we walking? Like, what is
5
that?
minutes.
Why? So now I know how to take walks. I've walked 40 minutes even before. So, I'm much more active. Good. So those are the little habits I've built. I'm really proud of this year. Now at least even for days I make it to the gym, I'm able to stay there more than 30 minutes. Before, if I start panting and sweating, I'm like, Jesus, no. I hate discomfort. And then I hate it so much that
soft girl life.
I'm like, why? Who am I doing this for? I'm already okay with how I am. What is all this? Immediately I just feel angry. I'm out, but now I know how to stay like 30 minutes. I know how to before, although yesterday I still had ice cream in the night, but there are days where I control myself. I'm like, today you're not taking that ice cream, you're not taking that biscuit, you're not taking that plantain chips, so I plan to continue that into next year. And hopefully, even if I don't lose weight, I'll still look like I'll be sexy in my own way. How do you get to romantic health? Now I don't remember.
Let me share my own for 2024. Then we'll go to romantic health. Okay. For 2020, I feel like since 2020, I focused so much on physical health and the looks, right? And I'm getting to a point where I don't actually like my body. Like I was saying, I like the way I don't like my frame. I don't like it. And people always see me like, you look so confident in the way you carry yourself. I'm like,
I'm telling you, I will see you doing jumping jacks on Instagram.
I don't like it. I'm not, when I look at those videos, I'm like,
I know, but you still do it anyway. And that's a big deal.
It's a big deal, but still, I'm like, I don't like it. I wish my body, when you keep living in this la la land, wishing, I don't want that anymore. I want to get to a point where I actually love myself.
Yes.
Because really, this frame, whether I lose weight, I'm not going to lose my frame. Even when I lose, it will be the same frame in a smaller body.
BBL.
Unless I do a Christian BBL. So I wouldn't lose that frame.
Yeah.
I will still have that frame.
That's true.
So I just need to come to terms with loving myself. Also, I'm into skin. And this is a point, I'm getting to this point because I've been trying to, a point in my career where I'm working on some goals, career-wise. And it's getting me to reevaluate the reason why I'm in health and beauty, skincare, because I was going the path of petroleum engineering before, right? I'm like, why did I redirect to health and beauty? And I'm trying to understand, why am I so passionate about it? Because all my life, I've always hated my skin. I hate my skin so much.
Okay, yeah, I think I know why. I'm happy your face is as bright as it is. And
this is not fair. But it's fair.
It is fair.
It is fair. Because is the part that everyone sees, right? So it's like, oh God, your skin is so perfect. I'm like, you've not seen half of my skin. I hate my skin so much. And I'm trying to get to a point where hopefully from 2025, I start loving my skin because I have eczema, a lot of eczema. And I have very sensitive skin. So even when my skin is healing, or I feel like I've gotten to a point where I've cleared off all my spots or something, not all, then I get a flare up again and my skin is filled with eczema, lesions and all of that. And it just makes me cry. 80% of the time I'm on the bed, even when I was pregnant, it was terrible. I thought I said I was going to share a story about that because I have videos and pictures of that season of my life.
Did you add weight in your pregnancy? I remember you looking the same. I mean, aside your nose.
I added weight. But my skin, I have terrible eczema flare-ups during pregnancy that I would be scratching in the middle of the night. I wake up every day and I have to wash my bed sheets because my bed is filled with blood. Every morning. And then imagine you have to change your sheets before going to work and I would just be crying.
Actually, you don't. It's you that used to overdo. Do you know this lady used to iron her underwear when we see you?
Why do
you have to change your machine before you go to work? I understand.
Because I don't want to come back and see the blood. Not lay, but see it would remind me of the fact that of how bad. I don't know how to explain it. I know what you mean though. So I'll be like, I'll just remove this and wash it. And almost every night repeating the same thing. I just hate it. I won't say I hate it. I don't want to use the word hate because it's a very strong word. But I'm at a point where I dislike my skin so much that I feel like that's why I'm so into health and beauty. What can I do to get my skin better? What can I do? What can I do? So I want to get to a point in 2024 where I'm like, well, I need to accept that I have this condition. I have, yes, my skin looks glowy and everything, but oh well, not all over.
That's a healthy place to be.
That's where I want to get to.
Definitely.
Even loving my skin and aside the size of my body, my frame, loving that.
Even so physical health. Before I used to, I've never not like taking pictures. It means I'm that person too that whether I don't like how I look, I'll still post it because that is all that matters to me. That I'm happy with my pictures, I want to post it. But in 2022, I wrote this article as I was looking for, where I said on my trip to New York from Boston, where I discovered that I'm actually, I thought that if I was fat then what am I now? And I said that I said to myself that the truth is insecurities about our bodies will probably always exist. I'm not sure it goes away. It's how you feed the insecurity that matters. Do you associate fat with being ugly? Does feeling fat make you feel diffident? Does looking fat make you feel less? I get that fat is used in a subjective way, but will I still work towards getting slimmer? Yes. Would I require that slimness to feel beautiful? Not anymore. And I feel freed after that fact. And I think that was where I finally got my freedom that I was waiting to be slim again to call myself beautiful.
Yeah.
But now that's why I could boldly label this sexy because, I still want to feel that way for myself without waiting for a man to tell me or anything. So we're getting to it.
So with that, waiting for a man to tell you, let's talk about romantic health.
I am nobody's ex.
Yes.
Haters got no hate.
Potatoes are gonna
potatoes. Yes. I can't remember why. I think I was going to say that I had gone through a breakup last year and of course I hurt. But I was like, me say, look at my mates. When they go through breakup, they go and lose weight. Me, I can never use that one to go and ginger myself to lose weight. It's just a running joke. But and also I forgot to mention that I actually took therapy earlier this year.
Yeah,
that was some way of. Yes, I know you did.
Yeah.
Some way of trying to grow my mental health. I was like, okay, this thing that everyone keeps talking about, how can I actually? Okay, yes, we talk to these people. They help us see, catch our blind sides, our blind spots, and see things from a different perspective. And that was actually good. It was good because at the beginning of this year we had the Google layoffs. I lost a friend. Things were just going out of control. I was like, okay, maybe I should actually sign up for this therapy. And I actually stopped in June before I started traveling a lot. But then I also realized that all these answers they gave me, I have now found it. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound cliche or too Christian or too naive. But if you're a person of faith, honestly, I can say for a fact that if you actually stay close to Jesus, like all of those little things are solved. Like all that anxiety I used to feel, all that I would just come back and I'm feeling sad. Why?
Yeah.
When it's not like I'm hungry or I'm homeless. Like all this
sadness and everything.
When my mom said that sadness is demonic, I just think that she's doing too much. But now I realized that all those spirits that are talking to me, telling me that look at you, you scroll on Instagram and you begin to feel less, or you begin to feel a certain way, just begin to feel uncomfortable. I'm like, no, this is not my identity. Isn't found in these things,
my identity is not. My joy is not found in
exactly.
It
is not like my joy is the joy of God is my strength. I started speaking affirmative words to myself. As I started praying more to all the fear I used to have in me. To an extent, I'm free.
That's why they say there's nothing that is not already in the Bible. There's no all the therapy from therapy. I also realized that 80%, even people therapists that are not Christian, the things they tell you when you
principles,
they're in the Bible.
You're right. Then when they say journal, be cognizant of your this thing,
exactly.
You're right. There are some things they say that you can actually put it to the Bible.
It's things that when you read the Bible, oh well, this is technically
it's already there.
The Bible is a therapy on its own.
Yeah. So we're not saying there's scam. Please talk to them. Sign up for it, because the truth is that there are a lot of things they actually pointed me to. There were things I was very avoidant about. Even sometimes when the man is talking too much truth, I'm like, I'll be so invested. I'm like, no, that's not it. That's not me. So I'm happy that because all your friends can't point out certain things to you.
Sometimes they don't even want to just so that they don't break the friendship.
Exactly. So I would still recommend it because it helps you to be more self-aware. But I think Jesus is still the best.
I think that's why we're also having this discussion. I think that's why we can have this discussion because we've both had therapy. So we've both come to a point where we've understood what is happening in our lives and what we want for going forward. Yeah. So let's talk about romantic.
We have talked about it.
How did your romantic life change between coming to America and between being Nigerian and coming to America?
With tears, I want to say it was even almost non-existent. I mean, I did have a good friend that I spoke to for almost 10 years, blah, blah, blah. But, it was long distance. Yeah. And how has it changed? Then it now ended and I came here. So now it's always weird talking to guys. I feel so awkward because I don't really know what is.
You're not healed from that?
No, I don't think I'm not healed. Honestly, please, healing is overrated. I'm joking, but I'm okay for the most part. But my point is, how has it changed? I think just being able to see someone else and be like, oh, I can like this person. I always feel like there's nobody again. It always feels like I don't rate anybody anymore. So I'm still waiting to feel that spark, to see, what does it mean to actually like someone again? I think that's the only thing. Yeah. But I don't really have so much experience in that area. But
do you have any, what you're looking for?
My goals, my
24.
Okay, I can talk about that one. Because this year I said I will do it by myself. I went to go and join Hinge.
Did you work?
No. I did not like the experience. I mean, it wasn't bad or anything. We went for normal dates. Yeah. But I was just... I would say I'd broken up 2 months before. It was just boring to me. It was so boring. I was just like, I don't want to be here right now. Why am I doing this? Here? And then I feel like God told me that, you can't do it by your own. Especially the way I went about it, because I went about thinking that I could find myself a man. So it depends. But if it's that I started dating maybe just to find friends, just talk to people, that I think it might have worked. So it was just, but I don't know if I recommend. But going for
it might work for someone else.
Exactly.
It has worked for people. I've seen it works for people.
I know people who have gotten married from dating apps, like friends that I met here. So I recommend based on that basis, but based on my personal experience, not really. And even when you're going through and you see kind of that message, I'm like, what about me makes you think that we can be together? Like, and then it makes me start beginning to have low self-esteem. I'm like, God, what is the problem?
Why is this person that's liking me?
I'm like, why? Like, so I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that to myself. But I think going forward, I've removed it. Before, in 2023, my goal for myself was that I would put myself more out there. I would join a dating app. Yeah. But so now this year, with what has happened this year, I'm not going to do that. And if you're there and you're thinking, maybe you should go out more. Girl, I'm outside. I'm outside already. I'm already outside. See, even when people are not supposed to be outside, I'm outside. Like,
so, even outside is not the solution.
And it's not the solution. And I know people that they have been in their house. I have a friend that, let me tell you, even Lade was not even, I will not say that we all thought that you will be married first. Exactly. If anything, I would have said people that voted me to marry first before me. So it's not, see. I tell Edward this every time because he doesn't believe when I say that. Yeah, I don't, none of my friends will believe that I was all the girls that are married right now in my set, like, that I think of. They are not. Okay, maybe Remy. Yeah, maybe Remy, but Isioma, all those people. If they said what year we didn't marry, maybe we'll still be waiting for them. 20. But now all their
even me, I thought I would get married like I was still telling you yesterday now. 29, 30, that was my goal.
And all that goal of 23, 25. Guys, I've been bridesmaid. All of them have babies. Short. The baby that
is not funny, boys.
No, it's real. Let's laugh about it. Now I'm that single lady. Now that when we were growing up and we saw this 27-year-old, we like, why are they not married? Yeah. Where are their husbands? Why are they sleeping with their parents? I've become them, you guys. I don't even know if I'm single and searching. But so now at this point, it's a case of going into 2024. Of course, I'm going to be more open-minded. Now I think I'm open to dating non-Nigerian men. Hallelujah. Yeah. So I'm working on my mindset.
White nephew and niece.
I won't talk too much about when public, but
sorry.
But you never say, I mean, the point of never say never. Because I've been to a wedding with my friend got married to a white guy, and I saw him read his vows, and I was like, wow, you mean love is really a universal language? I thought that the way a Nigerian guy would love a woman is different from the way a non-Nigerian would love a woman. And I saw that.
Even from the perspective, let me just use, I'm married in Nigeria, my husband is Nigerian. Yeah. But all my life, I always thought, like, I'm Yoruba, I have to get married to a Yoruba guy because they're the ones that will understand how to love me. It's not that way. All the Yoruba guys that they were demons. I'm sorry to say. They were not demons, but I'm sorry. But it did not work out. The one that worked out.
I've not dated people, but like in my family.
Exactly.
So I'm not also a big fan of Yoruba. Please, no offense. So all of this personal experience.
All my exes. Sorry.
Because actually, I knew all the friends we have, they're all marrying good Yoruba men. So I don't know. So
it just doesn't. It's a universal language. The one that works for you, that you understand, is the one that. The
core of the matter is going to 2024 is in the lost hands. It's in, like, I'm not even going to try to put myself much more out there. I've chosen to be myself, even on social media. Sometimes I do some things. I'm like, so this is very uncool. This isn't ladylike. But now I don't give a I don't give two about it. No, I'm just like, I'm just gonna be myself. I see other women who are bigger than me getting married. I see other women who are crazier than me getting married. I'm like, God, there's nothing wrong with me. No, there's nothing. So I'm gonna wait. I'm finna wait till and enjoy my life. Till whenever the time is. So I think for me, it's just to be more open-minded, to also learn so much more about myself. So when the guy comes to, like, I know, okay, this is what I don't like, this is what I like. Yeah. And I'm able to be very communicative. I'm also learn how to spend time with people. We're talking yesterday, I'm not really a quality time person. I'm not really a caller. Yeah. Like, I show love by, I've gifted you, I've texted you, I've hosted, I've cooked for you. Yeah. Any other, and if I do it once a year, I do it all my heart. Yeah. If it's more than that, if you're asking for too much more, I can't deal, So I have to learn how to meet people where they are in the middle. So I think, like, working on myself is my romantic relationship goal. That's it.
I honestly don't know if I can talk on that because I'm married.
You're married. Are there goals? Are there love goals?
Yeah, there are. It's like you look at where you are this year and like, okay, what can we do better? Do we want to spice it up? Do we want to go out on more dates? Do we want to focus more on ourselves and less on the kid? Or not less on the kid, but like give more attention to ourselves? All those kind of little things.
I'm free for babysitting, but you will pay.
From New York to Boston. Think about it. I'll pay for your flight.
And it's because it was after. see, Zayn, I love you, but you know, it was after that experience I said that maybe I should reconsider this. I want 2 children. Because who is going to be crying with my babies at night? Who? It can't be me. Even when he will scatter things, pour milk. Who's going to clean it? Like, who? Because you. It can't be me. Even yesterday, I couldn't stand up to cook myself food. Is it now your mess I'll be cleaning?
Exactly.
No. This is something. No.
We need to realign.
We need to, like, God. I have a baby in
I wanted 4 kids. I wanted 4 kids before I got married. I used to tell Edward then that, I want 4 kids, 2 girls and 2 boys. Yeah. It's gonna be nice because I have a sister and 2 brothers. I'm like, that would be nice, my dear. Until, God is in control. I'm still following his, being a disciple, but what I want, he knows what I want is 1 kid. Zayn.
God, I told you that now it's 0 to 2. Before it was
0 to 2.
Now, let my mother not hear me. But but someone told me this, so that how would you meet someone you love and not want to make a baby with them? Okay, maybe I could see that. I could see what you're saying, but and now the scripture of multiply, go forth and multiply. People have different schools of thought.
I understand that scripture from the perspective of childbearing in other way. I can multiply in so many ways. It doesn't have to be only through children. Because some
people say it's by winning souls for God.
You can win souls for God. That's one of the ways. Yes! I will multiply his kingdom. So
I really don't know.
You can also...
It might just be because of the stage of life I'm into, where like the independence now is like ultra. So it's like I can't imagine like having an extra. Okay, children are not burdens, but I can't imagine having an extra responsibility.
It's a responsibility that can feel like a burden sometimes.
Yeah, and even when we know, like, it's true. I'm about to start interviewing you on top of your own podcast. I was going to say, like, it's how it is, like, sharing roles in marriage, like, getting support. Like, I know that men try. Yeah. And people stop saying men try because it's their children, right? But you can't change the fact that, like, a mom will always be a mom. Like, no matter what... I can't still dump the child just on you because,
like, okay, when we say roles, I don't even know if... So, Edward and I don't exactly do, we are sharing roles, this is your responsibility solely. But our greatest fight ever, that we've ever had, was this year. And it was about chores and roles. Ever in our life. Like, even all the while we were dating, we never really had any major fights or anything. It was about who is going to clean this, who is going to do that, who is going to do this, who is going to do it better.
Because it is frustrating, and I hate it. Like, if I start talking about it, I'm going to look like a toxic family. So this part of what I'm saying that I'm learning.
And it wasn't even
because I really do not give men grace for that.
It was not. No, it wasn't even because he's a guy or anything. It was from the perspective of this is how it should be, right? Exactly,
and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Saying that's how it should be, that's a problem.
That's a problem, right?
That's a problem in and of itself. But I know that's how society, there's the way the world is.
No, what I'm saying is how I want, so for example, I want us to clean at this time because I want the house, growing up, Saturdays were like deep cleaning days. Edward doesn't understand that. Or before that fight, he did not get
to mop every day.
He did not get
You are quite extra though. But I understand. But that's the thing. They should meet you where you are, and you should meet him where he is.
Yeah,
it's not a problem.
Okay, now I'm no longer extra because now I'm beginning to like meet him where he is. Yeah. But like it was so that we had a major fight because I was like, why can't you just get it? Yeah. That we go to work. Then when you go to work during the days, there's no time to do deep, intense cleaning during the week. Yeah. Saturday, we're gonna do like this deep cleaning. I don't care what you have to say. Yeah. He did not understand that. Yeah. So that was our major fight ever. So roles, we don't exactly say that.
What kind of health is that now when your space is clean? Is that physical health? I'm trying to bring it back to me. It's environmental health.
It's mental health because I, for one, when my space is not clean, it affects me in a way that I can't understand it. I can't explain it. I can't focus. I can't do things. I'm just like, why is everything up and like, why can't it just be where it's meant to be?
Me too, I don't get messy people too. Like, even growing up, that was my biggest fight with my sisters. Like, heated fights. And like, what do you mean, like, your towel cannot be hung?
Exactly. What do you mean by you cannot
be somewhere? I don't know if it's first one thing
I'm going to cast him here. There was a day we came back from a party.
Please don't cast him.
I'm going to cast him because and he removed his clothes and put it. So we have like where we put laundry, this thing, and he just puts it there. And I'm like,
where should it be?
On the floor, like just laundry.
But you know, even Barack Obama too used to leave his socks on the floor.
That's their business. That's him and his wife's business. And I was like, he's like, I'm coming back there because I'm going to wear that tomorrow, so I don't want to put it with dirty clothes. I'm like, So what happened to it being inside the wardrobe?
Wonderful hanging.
Just because you cannot.
And then me, I also think that you left it there for me to pick up.
Exactly.
Which is an issue.
And it's like you don't have to pick it up. You can just think, I can't walk past it.
Hey,
I can't. I will walk past it multiple times and see it there.
Story, so I can have hope for marriage, please.
My dear.
Please. Thank you.
And he likes to form he's cleaner than me. But he's not as arranged as I am.
Yeah, I think there is.
So there's also cleaner. He likes to form his neater than I am. But my dear, why is this bag this way?
You see, they are settling marriage fights now on the YouTube. Okay.
It's something that we've moved past. That was an issue. Not really an issue.
Me, I'm fighting for you.
Don't fight for him.
I'm fighting for you.
If I see that again, we'll still have that fight again. What happened to just picking it up and saying we'll come back to it?
That can be a couple goal for 2024.
My dear, that's true. So yeah, I think we've touched on every aspect of we've almost gone to like 1 hour now.
I enjoyed our conversation.
I did so. It was really, really nice.
Yeah.
We're hoping we have high hopes for 2024.
So please keep me accountable on my physical health. Well, not that I need it to feel more beautiful, but I do want to be I'm thinking about longevity too.
Yeah.
I see that people who are actually more active, they're not as sloppy.
Yeah.
They have better moods.
Longevity is in the hands of God. There are people that work out every day. They will see
die
get cancer and dying at what age?
But me, I know that's not my own passion.
It's not your passion, so it's not your passion. So it's not about your physical. Yes, physical health is good, but if God says it's today, I'm sorry, but if God says that it's time, whether you are the most healthy person on earth or not, it's not in your physical health.
But let me talk about the Instagram people. This is the temple God has given me, so I have to take care of it.
I say that a lot.
I
say that. That is my mantra.
Get the hell out of my screen. That's not what
but think about it. If you're taking care of other people, like your house, you're taking care of it. You're trying to keep it clean. This is your own house. How are you actually taking care of it?
Yes,
think of it from that perspective.
Yes, more. I'm thinking.
I know you're not thinking at all.
I am thinking about it. Did I drink smoothie with you this morning?
Yes, you did. You actually tried.
We're trying.
I would like to hear from you guys in the comments because this is going to be on YouTube and on the podcast. So I'd like to hear from you guys. What do you think? Do you think that you have any goals for 2024 that are not the conventional, I want to now work out from January? Because everybody used to have new year, new me. I'm going to go to the gym 50 times.
I'm still the same way.
Have you thought of other aspects of wellness? Your spiritual health, your emotional health, your physical health, your social health, financial health. Think of all these aspects. And normally I used to do vision boards like every year. I didn't do for 2023 because I felt like 2022, after all my dramatic vision board, nothing came to pass. God forgive me. And actually, I got my H1B was one of the things. My husband also came to the US. There were some good parts. There were good things. But I just felt like 2022 vision board did not give. It did not give. So I didn't do for 2023. I might do for 2024. Also, her sister has a YouTube page, and if you're in Ireland,
right? Plugging her, yes.
She's having a brunch, a vision board brunch.
January 6th, 2024. So
exactly. So you guys can sign up and join that if you want to have a vision board for 2024.
Yeah. People in Europe,
UK, yeah, exactly. So that's the episode. You guys enjoy it.
I
hope you did. I hope it's giving you some this thing to think about and all of it. It's a very long one. We're sorry.
No, don't be sorry. People that will listen will listen.
Listen, Abby. Yeah. So see you guys. Hopefully, Tolu, we'll have another episode together. Maybe for your podcast sometime. Or
you can also check out the ones. Although the one we did together was the struggles of moving to this country. I had to take it down.
You took it down.
I took down part 2 first. There were some things that could be legally binding, you know. I was like, I'm not. We shared a lot. But I think I'm not sure if I've done another one after that, but it's fine. But this is a new one. We still talk about everything. So it was nice to meet you guys. Meet you. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Tolu, for coming on here and doing this with me. I really enjoyed it, guys. You know the way. Subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button.
Yes.
How they say it.
Like.
What else? Like.
Hit the whatever. You know what to do. Comment. Like, share, subscribe, and all the good stuff. Bye, guys. Happy holidays. So should we take...